Hello, this is Woodland Spirit, and this is a play date with a game called Starbirds. Starbirds has just recently released in early access. I should probably add that I've already played a little bit of it. It seems to be no major problems as such, but the core mechanics should be pretty much as you see in this game if you're watching this later, much later down the line. So what is Starbirds? It is basically birds in space. It's sort of a resource collection, building. Well, if I was to be honest, the first thing that comes to mind when playing this game is um, if you into how should I say that programming or some sort of productivity software. If you're familiar with graph node systems, this kind of sort of feels like that sort of thing. So as I've just done there, I've gone onto an asteroid and I've placed a landing pad, and from there you mine resources. You have an extractor, which you then place. Let me place it on that. Probably something I can't. There we go. And then you connect nodes to different things. Or, yes. So effectively, if you think in node, sort of node graph types system, you have your nodes and then you connect them together. But you can't just connect any node to any node. Each thing has a purpose and what they will accept or can't accept. So as you play, you'll get quests, and from here, these ones are star-base improvements. Um, so it's telling us I should get sulfur. So is that what I'm actually mining? That'd be a good question. Yes, I guess it was. So that's completed. And in turn, you can gain sort of booster quests, I think I would probably best call them, which give you currency and research tech points, credits and tech points. So credits and tech points are used to build and research other modules and so forth like that. So what am I low on? Probably best maybe I do tech points for this one. So I've got a main part of this quest, and this part of the story is to upgrade the station. Is it worth? Probably a little bit of a spoiler. I'm at a stage in the story where I've ended up in a cold environment, and I'm having to upgrade the starbase to heat things up a bit, shall we say? So there's another supply quest. Let's do a credit one. And what do you want? Oh, of course, module. New module. What module? Say you want different resources. So we'll have to go and find these resources. So aluminium, uranium, and silicon. So, except one needs silicon. So, how do we get silicon? Where is it? Silicon. So, silicon is an extracted resource, so we need to find it. Let's go back into the galaxy map. Now, you get other asteroids to explore. That costs tech points to explore. discover. And what do we have? We have that's not silicon. So let's discover another one. Not silicon either. Ah, the silicon on that one. I've still got to discover it even though I already know half of what it does. So let's collect that. Let's add another tech one. And let's enter our new asteroid. So yeah. So first we need to pick a landing spot. So this is the launch pad that will connect our asteroid um, to the starbase. So first off, we need an extractor with silicon, and now we'll connect it up to the launch pad. See the little bits of silicon going up there. And it will, there we go, off it goes. It shoots off to our space station and does its stuff. So, there we go. That's one of the side ones. So complete. There we go. Might as well pick up another credit one. Just to keep the currency rolling in. So how are we doing now with silicon? There's our little rocket going, flying all the way to the space station. Am I collecting the right thing? I just realised I'm not actually collecting the right thing, am I? No! What am I mining? What am I mining? I'm mining lemon uranium. Ah! First mistake. Right. Silicon. That stuff. That's what I need. Fortunately, you can connect more than one thing to Launchpad, so it does have an initial limit, but you can upgrade that limit as you play. The more you have connected up, the more deliveries get made. Yeah, little rocket ship. Ah, see, now we've got the resources coming in. Oh, that's one complete. Let's do another tech one. Got 5 of it, 7, one more delivery. There we go. There we go, and that's that part of the mission complete. Look for strangulets. That's some part of the game that you find and start set out search for. Oh, what's game for? Right. So now I think it's a case of exploring the area. Oh God. Ah, and this is another base upgrade. I'll do that one first. Might as well start mining other resources while we're at it. So, it's just water all over, is it? You do just extract water, don't you? Need an ice extractor. Okay, so. You sure? Yes. So, ice extractor. Right, so that's upgraded the reactor. That's basically more upgrading of. That's what I'm trying to work out. Water, naturally occurring, but you need to extract it. Methane, naturally occurring. Yes, methane is naturally occurring. So how would you extract? So methane is ice extractor, and we don't have component lab researchable. Ah, okay, not researchable. Why is it not researchable? Do I need to research something else first? Combines two resources into mechanical electronic components. Okay, let's do research then. When you do research, you generally have to deliver components, make a delivery of a certain resource as well. So let's go and do the research. What do we need? Acid. Undiscovered. Lovely! Undiscovered acid. Let's have a look then. Hang on. Acid is manufactured with the chemical lab with water. Okay. That complicates things a little bit. Well, water. Not researchable. I possibly just haven't hit that stage yet, but that's a bit annoying. Poop. Poop. I seem to have got myself into a little bit of a pickle. Well, let's collect. Let's just have a look at collecting some other resources first, I think. So we can collect. Oh, hello. Relics inside. So I actually have something to do something with. Okay, extractor. Let's just get extracting another resource. I think I need, yes, excavation hub. So excavation hub needs water. There we go. Yeah, so we need to So there's a story bit, ice extractors. Yes, there we go. I need to deliver 2 resources, which I've got going, so that should end up being no problem. Shoot out to. What was that? I want to discover that anyway. Might as well. Oh, hang on. Need to. Accept one for each. What we got? Ooh, hello. Might as well do an extraction. Also, it's probably worth noting you don't store resources. Everything happens as it happens. So if you get a certain resource for any quest required, it's accumulated from that point on. Nothing is restored, or nothing is stored, should I say. Right, so we've got our ice extractor. Hurrah! So now we can go back. I need to go to our initial problem planet. Right, there we go. Water, 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 water. Imagine it's the same way. Connect up. There we go. And with that, can probably do them as well. So it's building up different types of extractors as we go. Where were we again? Acid, 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 acid was made with water and sulfur. Now, this is if I remember logistics. Landing pad, landing pad. I'm trying to remember. It's been a few days since I've actually played this last. Oh, manufacturing unit, why not? Also, if you get multiple quests requiring the same resource, the resources are allocated from top to bottom. Probably also worth noting if you got something more urgent than the other, but you can order them about, fortunately. So let me just think, because there's I'm trying to remember something because yes. So hang on. Need to build. I'm gonna build. Oh, actually, no, I do. I'm gonna build a landing pad. Landing pad. There we go. Landing pad. Here. There we go. With that, let me look at acid. I need a chemical factory. So chemical factory is one in manufacturing things. There we go. And this just goes wherever. Stick it there. Chemical factories are used to manufacture different or combine two materials to make a third material. In this case, we need to combine sulfur and water to make acid. Just I'll claim some quests. Ooh, why not? Why not? So, what I need to do now is let me just think for a moment. First, I need another extractor. That'll fit, that'll fit. It's not going to fit as it will fit there. And then connect it up to you. Then I need let me water there. What I'm gonna do. Another launch pad. It all makes sense in a moment. An ice extractor here. Plug you up. And then I need to divert one to that asteroid view. So now I've got a landing pad on there. I can divert launch pads from different asteroids to other asteroids. Then that'll come in. I can then connect this up to the chemical factory and then hook this up to the launch pad, and now we've got acid being produced and being sent. Hopefully, wasn't it? There we go. Starting to research. What was that researching? Component lab. There we go. We have a component lab. Why did we need the component lab? Or was that just researching that regardless? Right, so I need to actually. Oh, why not? Let's have a really, that's actually sending more back to. Oh, I've just realized I actually need to send that all the way to here. So I actually need a. No, it wasn't here, was it? I'm in the wrong spot. Was it here? There it is. So I need a landing pad for a start. I'll do nicely. And now, excavation hub. Let's just complete you. Let's get on another quest. Oh, great. Now you're wanting materials I'm not producing, don't you? Okay. Now. This is where it possibly starts to get a little complicated because on if I do another launch pad and water off. Right. Why not? Another launch pad, another extractor. Connect that to you. And then connect the wall only one. Got to make sure you connect the right one and drag it to that. There we go. We've got another line of water coming out of there. That should start. There we we go, there's the London. That should start to progress that. Didn't go up there. Component lab, weirdly enough. Acid and silicon. Silicon. Acid and silicon. I want to discover that as well. I've decided. And I want to discover that as well. And I want to discover you. And I want to discover you. And I want to discover you. I've just realized incredibly trivial. I didn't connect me London pad to me excavation hub. There we go. That's why it wasn't going up. Nah. Got a theory on how to crack this one open, but need to test. Can you get me some plastic so I can build a prototype? Okay. So you no longer need water, so I need to reconnect you to there. Right, so claim you too. Plastic craftable. Plastics require two things I have no idea for. I need a refiner. I've got a refiner, haven't I? So what is that? Chemical lab. Carbon. So, oh, bloomin' heck. So refiner, I need to produce oxygen. And in turn, the oxygen then mixes in with... No, hang on. To make carbon, I've got to process methane and oxygen. So I've got to process water to make oxygen. In turn, that makes... Hang on, I've lost it now. Completely. This wiki. Okay, it all gets complicated very quickly, as you can see. So what was I wanting? Plastic. So hydrocarbon, which is manufactured with water and carbon. And carbon in turn is manufactured by methane and oxygen in turn is refined from water. I've got an excuse for me water. So oxygen. What was that again? Carbon. Methane. I am extracting methane, so launch pad. Right. I'm thinking now. First off, water only one. You were the water only one, weren't you? So I need to methane for you. Right. No, hang on. Methane's at a later stage, wasn't it? Uh, I'm trying to have a position where um I'm how can I put it? I'm trying to do it so I'm not constantly having to re-divert everything as we'll get to later stages in this level. And as you can see, this is where it gets tricky, isn't it? I need methane separately, so I need a launch pad here as well. And I need an extractor for methane. But, hang on. Disconnect you. I should just use this one, but connect two up, make it twice efficient. So I should have independent sources of methane and water. Yes. Got water going there for the acid. I've got separate water, so I need to actually need to refine that water to oxygen. So what I can actually do instead, where's my refiner? There's my refiner. So let's stick refiner there. Let's divert you and then pop you back. And that can be now any moment. There we go, that's turned to oxygen. It will eventually turn to just oxygen. So that's our oxygen, so need to mix that with methane. So actually I can do that all on the same planet, same asteroid. Need another chemical lab. I can actually do that from here. Right, so chemical lab, chemical lab. So instead, oh, the water, that's why it's showing the water symbol. There we go. Plunk you in, and then can I fit on another one? Yeah, nicely there. You there, and then plunk you there. Oh, more quests complete. Discovered carbon. Yay. So now we've got carbon. So going back, I need to mix water and carbon in the chemical lab. Hang on. So I can still do that on that asteroid. So another chemical lab. So instead of diverting that, let's try and make it a bit neater. And then water. Oh, this is where it is going to get messy. This is absolutely going to get messy. Can I move that? Can you move? No, it won't let us move. That's annoying. Can you do anything with it? Oh, hang on. Oh, upgrade. Since when? I want to move it. Recall. Ah, didn't know you could do that. Learn something. Ah. Thing is, I'm in a situation where I need you about there, and you out around here. There. There you go. Hydrocarbons discovered. Hang on. Hang on. Because plastic was actually hydrocarbon refined. So actually what I need to do is need to get you back for a moment. Get another refinery. Into there, and then there you go, plastic discovered, and then that wait until the let's do another couple of these just to keep things up. There we go, we've got plastics now. Need to plastic up to you. No, wrong one. There we go. Plastic up to you, and then that should start filling that up. Good. There we go. We got our plastics being delivered. So yes, it can get a bit complex. Obviously, the challenge will be to try doing it without, well, trying to maximize resource distribution, so you're not constantly having to reroute, redistribute. There is, fortunately, one of the things that was researched in an earlier map is in the logistics, a pipe hub, and there's more of this sort of stuff to research at a later part in the game. So it helps with your controlling the flow of everything, distribute and etc. and so forth. So this is pretty much the basis of the game. Resource distribution and manufacturing to achieve objectives. And I do actually quite like this, I have to say. It's got a lovely little charm about this. I'm really liking it. So I think that possibly I can build extra. All I need is so yeah. So it's delving into different things I need to manufacture. So again, in the wiki, there's I'll find everything about everything and what I need to do to get there. So fortunately, all the information you need is here as you need it. Um, so yes, I do actually like this. It's got a nice little charm about it. It's fairly easy to get into, and oh, so this is the victory state of this map. Yeah, power as well. Yes, there's a factor of power to in certain circumstances. So yeah, that's pretty much the basis of the game. Resource and distribution. It's like I say, I've in my head, I'm seeing this as a node graph. If you're familiar with that sort of things, and if you know node graphs, you probably know exactly what I'm getting at. You have your different data that passes on to the different functions and gives you your end result. So yeah, that's pretty much Starbirds, and I do like it. So thank you for paying attention and watching, and until next time, take care and keep it fun.